Shocker, they have updated this game again. I know my channel is basically dead, but I just post whenever I fucking want to. So, what do we have here? 2 new classes. Unfortunately, Rogue has not been added. To my understanding, as I've read their Discord server, they've said that Rogue is in a terrible state. They're like, we're not gonna add it. Hell no. What has changed? There's 2 new classes. Basically, not 2 new, but there's only 1 new class, and the other one just got completely reworked because Avalon. Havoc, corruption faction, and then Avalon got rid. The entire UI, not this UI, has been completely changed. To be more modernized, because the other one, I mean, I like the other one better. It's up to you guys to decide. I don't decide much. Either way. What else they've done, they with the daily tasks for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I generally don't know why. Also, cosmetics, now are in like a single tab, which includes skins, emotes, and stickers. They've added stickers to the game, which cost bonus. Training is no longer like within the game. It's now a standalone server, as it says here. What else? In training mode, you can spawn your own dummies only one at a time for some reason. It can swing, it can do that, it can block, it can... you name it, but not very much at the moment. The tutorial has been completely revamped. They've removed rank. And like I said earlier, it has an hour. So... okay. Let's go to a randomized server and just immediately head towards training mode. Now, like I said, training mode is now in a standalone server. It's no longer within the game, so each time the timer goes down, you don't have to do that bullshit again. The new UI in question, above here you can now see how many server tokens you can get, like golden tokens. Prices remain the same though. There's a new settings menu. You can show the hitboxes, of course, like training and some other shit. There's not that much. Also, by default, for some reason, it changes your light auto combo and heavy auto combo into left and right click for some reason. I don't know why, but I have to take it back to see you next. The new one in question, you have the tutorial, which has been improved. Most definitely. Now in the character section, a shit has changed. There's now cutscenes of the class that you've picked. No matter what it is. It changes how it works and everything, whatever the fuck else and whatnot. Sakir and Havoc are in the corruption faction, of course, they remain there as well. Each time you pick a class, you will play out a sequence of animations, which one you've picked is gonna win the battle. When it's in the corruption faction. Otherwise, it's just totally different. Although it really wouldn't matter that much. Avalon, they completely got rid of the lobby, by the way. They completely did. Citadel and Phantom, and then Kurai and Virtue Beauty. Let's just start off with what's new. These new classes. I'm not gonna go into too much detail onto cosmetics because I don't think it's worth it. It's just cosmetics are cosmetics. I'll go into them real quick. So, there's a new skin for a sailor when you fully complete the tutorial. It's called Advanced. I'll just play the class a little bit so you guys see how it is. Pretty interesting design. There's 2 eyeballs in front of the gloves. There's also some paintings and details all over the gloves. It's really good. Of course, it changes the colors of the class. We're just gonna spawn in a dummy here with this button right here. You can spawn in like level 4 armor dummies. On wake up, it's random. Or you can actually practice Okizames and shit. For actions, you have guard, brace, guard, focus defense, brace, focus defense, and then you got swing, beam, grab, back dash, step dash, jump, and so on and so on. But unfortunately, you cannot execute them at all because they're not gonna go below 0 HP, no matter what. So, the new class in question, Havoc, from the Corruption faction. This class is pretty fucking interesting. Like from what I've seen from most games that I've played, fighting games on Roblox, they don't usually utilize a puppet to save. This class, of course, is a rush down 900 HP. It uses a puppet, which show real quick how this shit works. You get a nice cape, just a black. What am I saying, nice? At first, the class can be a little bit complicated, but it shouldn't be too hard when you get used to it. Light auto combo is basically this. Do a few kicks and then a down kick, which deals 209 damage with D-scale living. Scanner, which is the lowest one by far. HAC is basically fucking summoning some fucking blaze blue shit. You kick them back and then it's gonna do the same shit and then you summon your puppet, which this thing does a lot of shit. It's like a setup, it's like pretty much a bunch of shit. You utilize a meter to summon it. This meter, sorry for the SP8 spoiler, because my fucking keybinds are set to left and mouse click on SP7 and 8. This class utilizes a meter, which over time it recharges, or if you engage in combat, it will charge faster. With this, you can summon the puppet, which if you press SP1, you can summon it. If you press SP1 again, it will redirect to the closest enemy nearby, as long as you have the gauge. And now for SP2, you're summoning a Saw-like figurine that deals pretty decent damage. I don't know the combo since it's actually cool. If I remember correctly, it does. So, if you use SP3, it's like a guillotine. It goes up. I don't know if you can combo extend with the guillotine. I generally wouldn't have an idea. But it has pretty terrible scaling. SP4 is like a dash upwards. It's a relatively good dash, but it doesn't have items as far as I know. There's a different variant of it, like if you jump or use it during it, if you press SP4, you will do like a down gear that does 100 damage. You can combo extend with it, however. Unless if it's a counter hit, I could be wrong though. For SP5, it's a spike that you summon up, basically from Satsu 1 from the Guilty Gear series. When they are under like they're using a move, for example, that is SP7. For example, if they're using a move, like during it, you can just press SP5 and you'll do a counter, then you can counter attack. Relatively good skill. Now, for SP6, it's a grab, which I should have known, but I'm too stupid. This menu is a little bit confusing to navigate, unfortunately. I just started going to it. So, this grab deals relatively good damage, 185. C scaling, I think. Or B scaling, I don't remember exactly what it would be, but in the class info says the scale. Now, the guard break, it slows them down as well and it does a counter hit, so it's really good for counter attacks. LAC is basically that. You can combine it into JC or heavy stuff like this. Also, if you like modified dash, which is simply dash with point in a cool little effect. Now, he is way cool, like a sailor in a Citadel. Now for the other specials, SP7, which I've shown by accident. Summoning a hard-like face. It's blockable, it deals 200 damage. You cannot combo extend with it. These are like the only special fucking EX special that you basically cannot fucking combo extend with. As far as I know. Also, shield got changed. Looks a little bit different. I don't know, in my opinion, I don't really like this design because it's just low quality shit. It's just genuinely low quality. Now for SP8 is an evasive. I don't think it's an evasive, actually. It's not evasive. It's like a counter. You know, pull out a cutscene. I fucked it up. I have a massive skill issue. Put out a cutscene that use really solid damage. I gotta fucking get my HAC. No, not my HAC, but my special bag. I just recently got back into the class, so it's day one. People are gonna learn about this class over time. Now, for a cutscene, fucking with impact things as well, because fuck it, standard for Roblox games. Deals 272 damage, 10 hits, really good. There's more to this class, I think. If I've missed anything else, I don't know if I'm gonna make a whole different video about it. I do apologize if I missed anything else because I'm doing from what I do from memory when I first played this. Avalon, interestingly enough, it got reworked, which I thought at first because, you know, ever since this class existed, it was garbage. Well, not completely hot garbage, but the damage scaling was fucking garbage. Just terrible. They have reworked it, which you may now see that you have the mech's sniper rifle. They now finally added a fucking trigger to the gun. A lot has changed about this class. Quite a lot. Damage scaling is less worse, but still shit. But you get new tools in your hands. So, what do you get? Let's take a look at what we have now here. So, LAC got changed quite significantly visually and how it works. HAC no longer uses the doppelganger move. It's now this, which you shove in the stock of your sniper rifle into an enemy, and if it's like a counter hit, you can counter it. It's a pretty decent skill. It's fast to get the job done. Although, I would suggest you don't fucking whip it up because that's a bunch of very low. LAC stays relatively the same except for visually wise it stays the same. Dart break stays the same, but visually wise it stays the same. Pretty much. LAC with the doppelganger special. Freeze doppelganger, which it no longer requires heat. You can just use it at any time. It's really fucking good. Now, SP1 is technically the same, but if you press it once, you shoot only one bullet. However, if you press it 3 times, you shoot 3 bullets out of the pistol. SP2 is now a fucking end lag tool. Whenever you land this move, it's going to make you use your last hit of an LAC, which is fucking shit. It's very terrible. However, if I know correctly, if you use like this, yeah, but the scaling is fucking terrible. It's really shit. SP3 is doppelganger, which buffs your every single move, which is super good. SP4, unfortunately, the mech is dead. It's gone. The mech is fucking gone. Instead, if you press SP4, you pull out your sniper rifle and shoot a round, dealing 120 damage. This thing can be blocked if you're bracing. If you're not bracing, you're gone. You can aim the sniper rifle during its wind up. And you can just change direction any time, but you cannot hold it. With the breakthrough, not the breakthrough, but the breakout is still breakout. It stays the same cost, free hit, whatever, yada yada yada. SP5, oh my bad, I'm used to Avalon. SP5 with doppelganger does this. It's no longer like a get out of jail free card. It just what it does is just basically the same what it did without the help of the mech. but it's like it has more than pretty much. There is a modifier to this. I don't know if I can fucking pull it off, but I'll see. Nowadays, there's a bunch of fucking enemies. It really, yeah. That's what the modifier does. It kicks them back towards. However, it now has heavy endline, so you can't just whip it out like a get out of jail free card. SP6 has been changed. It's faster now. It now decreases the movement speed of your opponent. It no longer like slows them down. So you dash back with the doppelganger version and you live behind a clock that does the same effect as the regular SP6 one. Now what slows them down instead is SP7, which when you land this move it's gonna slow them down. That's pretty much it. That's all it's gonna do. Pretty much. For SP8 it's relatively the same, but animations and sound effects are different. I think damage was still the same shit. So yeah, that is pretty much it about the new update besides balance changes and shit, which I'm not gonna go through. Relatively decent update, honestly. Although I expected the Rogue to be released, but I guess they just thought this shit was terrible, let's delay it for another year. But hey, at least we got content, I guess. Better than nothing. You may guys notice that I have changed the monitor, because the other one was just garbage. 60 hertz. 60 hertz. I don't want to deal with it. Now I'm at 144 hertz. 1910 by 1920 by 1080p. It doesn't have like the higher quality like the previous videos, because I'm working on RTX card, but still gets the job done much faster, much better. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this fucking channel is basically dead for a while now, but YouTube is not my top priority. I just do these videos because I want to. All my favorite games. Pretty much. I'm gonna head out now. I'll see when this channel gets back on again next month. Couple of months. I don't fucking know. I'll see. Whenever that's possible. See ya.